All right, we are back to continue with our business on mathematics main. So far, we have been looking at basic and non-basic forms of what? Of SOLD. And we have solved some problems as far as the basic form of SOLD is concerned. And we have some takeaway questions that we just want to solve right now before we now look at the non-basic form of SOLD. I'm still your brother, Engineer Ike Okechukwu. Just join me as we do justice to these takeaway questions. If you did not watch our previous video, please, there is need for you to do that so that you can actually understand what we're about to do as we solve these takeaway questions. These takeaway questions were given in our last video, so let's just solve it. And if you watched our last video, just check your own answers to know whether what we have, what we are going to obtain now is exactly the same answer you got when you solved the problem. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also to follow us on Facebook. Our Facebook page still remains Mathematics and Science Mail, and our YouTube channel is Mathematics Mail 1. Yeah, here we feed you mathematically so that you will be healthy in mathematics. Not just in mathematics alone, we still have physics mail and chemistry mail. All right, let's look at our takeaway questions and try as much as possible to solve them. We're asked to express these salts in basic form. So let's do that quickly. So we want to express these salts in basic form. Okay, let's begin. We have square root of 54. The first question, square root of 54. Express it in basic form. Okay, let's clear this so that it will not cause confusion in the course of solving this. So let's clear the whole of this. All right. Okay. Now we say if we want to express a SOLD in basic form, we take note of the SOLD, then we find two numbers, pair of numbers that when you multiply them, you will form the number in the SOLD. So we need to list. We have 1 times 54. Numbers you multiply to give you 54. 2 times 27. 3 times 18. Then 4 cannot do that. Then 6 times 9. Yeah. So we say from the pair, select the pair that contains the highest perfect square. We have a perfect square here, that is 1. We have a perfect square here, 9. 9 is larger than 1. So we are going to select this. So we say we use the selected pair to replace the number in the root sign. So we have this 6 times 9. Then we'll move further. So we separate them by multiplication. So we separate this following our basic rules in SOLD. So square root of 9. 9 is a perfect square, so we can actually find the square root. So we have square root of 6 times square root of 9 is what? 3. And we use this square root to multiply the radical. And when we use 3 to multiply with 6, we have 3 root 6. Remember, it will be a mathematical abomination for you to use this 3 to multiply 6. 3 what we have here is not 3 times 6, but 3 times square root of 6. So 3 times square root of 6, not 3 times what? 6. You cannot use 3 to multiply these 6. They are not in the same form, so you cannot carry out that multiplication. That's why it's important that you watch the last video before this. Okay? All right. The second question, we have square root of 200. So 54, square root of 54 in basic form is 3 root what? 3 root 6. Now, for 200, we'll do the same. Find two numbers, we multiply to give us 200. 1 times 200 is 200. 2 times 100 is 200. 4 times 50 is 200. Which other one? 5 times 40 is 200. 8 times 25 is 200. 10 times 20 is 200. Any other one? I don't think so. Okay? At least we have gotten what we want. Now, check the ones that contains perfect square. We have a perfect square here. We have a perfect square here. We have a perfect square here. And we have a perfect square here. Now, which one contains the largest perfect square? That should be this. 100 is larger than 1, larger than 4, larger than what? 500. So the pair we are going to select is the one that contains the highest perfect square that is obtainable from the number. So we use this to replace. So 2 times 100. Okay, we separate them. We're going to have square root of 2 times square root of 100. That will give me square root of 2 times square root of 100 is what? 10. And 10 times square root of 2 will give us 10 root 2. That's what we have. Right? Just be checking your answers to know whether you are correct. Then the third one, we have what? Square root of 147. What are the numbers we multiply to give us 147? 2 cannot do that. So 1 times 147, 3 times 49, okay? 7 times 21 will give us 147. We don't have any other one. We don't have any other. All right? Wow. We have a perfect square here, which is 1. We have a perfect square here, 49. So we're going to select the one that contains 49 because 49 is larger than what? 1. So we have square root of what? 3 times 49. Okay? We split them. So we have square root of this and square root of 49. 49 is a perfect square because the square root of 49 is a whole number. That's 7. So we have this times 7. So when 7 multiplied square root of 3, it's going to be 7 root what? 3. So remember, let me repeat this. You cannot use this 7 to multiply 3. It's multiplying square root of what? Square root of 3. So not 3. Let's assume if we now say let's square root of 3 be y. So if we say y times 7 is going to be 7y. So if you now return this, you have 7 root 3. So don't make the mistake of using this 7 to times this. The only time you can multiply these two numbers is if 7 is also under a square root of sign. That is if this 7 is a surd, but it's an ordinary number. Okay, finally, the fourth question, we're asked to find the square root of 288, to express the square root of 288 in basic form. What are the numbers we multiply to obtain 288? 1 times 288, 2 times 144, 3 times, that should be around 96. Yes, 3 times 96 will give us 288. Then 4 times 72 will give us that. 5 cannot move in that. 5 cannot move in that. Then I know that 6 times 48. 6 times 48. This 6 times 48. Let's check. 6 here is 4. Remaining 4. So 6 times 48. Yeah. 7 cannot divide that. 8 times 36. 8 times 36. Then 9 times 32. Yes, 9 times 32. I think I've gotten what I'm looking for because the possible highest perfect square here is this. Even though we have others, this is a perfect square, there's a perfect square, there's a perfect square. But we cannot obtain any other higher perfect square than 144 from 288. So we're selecting this pair. So we're going to have square root of 2 times 144. So we separate them, square root of 2 times square root of 144. And that will give me square root of 2 times. Square root of 144 is the beautiful man called 12. Oh, sorry, the handsome man called 12. Yeah, is the handsome man called 12. So when 12 multiply this, we have 12 root what? Root 2. So check your work. Check your work. If actually you solve the problem after watching the last video, just check whether you are correct. All right, that's where we're going to draw our curtain as far as basic form of salt is concerned. There is need for you to look for questions from different textbooks, solve as many problems as possible as far as this aspect of salt is concerned. Yeah, it's necessary so that you will master the basic form of salt properly. We shall return, and in our next video we're going to look at the non-basic form of salt. Now we have moved salt from the non-basic form to what? Basic form. In our next video we're going to see how we will now transfer or convert salt from this basic form back to the what? To the non-basic form. It's not difficult. It's another meal that you are going to do what? Enjoy. All right, till I come your way another time, continue to enjoy mathematics meal. Very, very important. Enjoy mathematics meal, because a meal a day is enough to deliver people from mathematical foolishness and mathematical stupidity. Please endeavor to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also follow us on Facebook. And God will bless you. Thank you. I love you all.